There's a button inside you, and every time your life starts working, every time you're healthy, making money, in love, finally happy, you press it. You don't mean to. You don't even know you're doing it. But you blow it all up. You quit the job. You cheat on your partner. You stop going to the gym. You relapse. You ghost everyone. You burn it all down. And then you sit in the ashes wondering why you can't keep anything good. Why do you always end up back at zero? And everyone tells you to just stop self-sabotaging as if it were a simple choice. But it's not. It's a program, a survival mechanism your nervous system installed years ago, and it's running on autopilot, destroying everything you've built, until you learn how to override it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that program is, why it's running, and more importantly, how to shut it down before it destroys your next opportunity. Let me paint a picture. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're finally healing, finally getting clear, finally building momentum. The new person shows up. The opportunity presents itself. Money starts flowing. And then, something shifts. You feel anxious, restless, like something's wrong even though nothing is. So what do? You pick a fight with the person who's actually good for you. You procrastinate on the project that could change everything. You convince yourself you need more time, or more healing, or more preparation. And within days, sometimes hours, the opportunity collapses. And you tell yourself, see, it wasn't meant to be. The universe has other plans. But that's not what happened. What actually happened is this. Your nervous system detected an unfamiliar frequency, the frequency of success, safety, or love, and it triggered a threat response. Not because success is dangerous, but because success means becoming someone you've never been before. And to your nervous system, the unknown is the most dangerous thing in the world. But here's the part nobody talks about. And this is where it gets dark. Stay with me, as this will explain every pattern you've been repeating. Your brain has one job: keep you alive. And the way it does that? It keeps you predictable, consistent, the same. Because the same equals survival. You've survived every single version of yourself up until now. The broken version, the heartbroken version, the anxious version. Your brain has proof. These versions of you don't die. But the wealthy version, the healed version, the confident version, your brain has zero data on those. And without data, your brain assumes danger, unknown territory, abort mission. So here's what it does. And this is pure neuroscience. It releases stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline. It floods your system with the same chemicals that would be released if you were being chased. Not because you're in danger, but because you're about to become someone your brain doesn't recognize. And that chemical cascade? It feels like anxiety, like something's wrong, like you need to run. And most people? They listen. They blow it up. They retreat. They return to the familiar. And they call it self-awareness or intuition. But it's not. It's a hijack. But it gets worse. And this is the part that's going to make everything click. Your brain doesn't just sabotage the opportunity. It creates a story, a justification. They weren't right for me. The timing was off. I need to work on myself more first. And you believe it. Because your brain needs you to think that the sabotage was your choice, otherwise you'd override it. This is called post hoc rationalization. And that's why you keep repeating the same pattern without ever recognizing it. So the question is, how do you stop it? How do you override a system that's designed to keep you the same? That's what I'm about to show you. But first, you need to understand the second layer, because sabotage doesn't just come from your brain, it comes from your field. Here's something most people don't realize. When you start vibrating at a new frequency, you disrupt the field around you. The people, the environments, the systems. Was everything calibrated to the old version of you? It starts glitching. And those glitches show up as resistance. People start acting weird. Opportunities fall through at the last second. Technology breaks. Communication gets messy. And you think, this must be a sign to stop. But it's not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're collapsing the old timeline. And the old timeline? It doesn't go quietly. Think about it. If you've been the broke friend and suddenly you start making money, what happens to the group dynamic? If you've been the reliable one who never says no, and suddenly you start setting boundaries, what happens to the relationships? If you've been playing small and suddenly you start taking up space, what happens to the people who benefited from your smallness? They resist. Not because they're bad people, but because your frequency shift destabilizes the system, and every system tries to restore equilibrium, which means pulling you back down. This is why people lose friends when they level up. Why do family members get weird when you start thriving? Why does your partner pick a fight the moment you start glowing? It's not personal, it's physics. But here's the trap, and this is critical. Most people interpret that resistance as confirmation that they're on the wrong path. They think, if this were right, it would be easy. So they stop. They shrink. They apologize for growing. And they return to the frequency that keeps everyone comfortable. And that is the most expensive decision you'll ever make. Because here's what I need you to understand, and this is the key to everything. The only way to stop sabotaging yourself is to interrupt the program before it runs. Not after. Not when you're already spiraling. Before. There are 3 specific moments when your nervous system will try to hijack you. If you can catch it at these moments, you can override it. Miss them, and you'll blow it up without even realizing what happened. Moment number 1, the activation point. This is the moment right after something good happens. You get the yes. You feel the spark. You see the opportunity. And within 24 hours, you feel anxious, restless, or like something's wrong. This is your nervous system flagging the unfamiliar. The override. Name it. Out loud. My nervous system is freaking out because this is new. That means I'm on the right path. Then do one small thing that signals to your body. We're safe in success. Take the next step. Respond to the text. Schedule the call. Move forward even when your body screams to retreat. Moment number 2. The drift. This is when you start finding reasons to pull away. You get busy. You forgot to follow up. You convince yourself you need more time. This is your brain creating distance between you and the new identity. The override. Ask yourself, is this actually true, or is this my sabotage program running? And then do the opposite of what your comfort zone is telling you to do. If it's telling you to wait, move. If it's telling you to overthink, act. If it's telling you to pull back, lean in. Moment number 3, the detonation. This is the moment where you blow it up. You sent the text you shouldn't have sent. You pick the fight. You quit. You ghost. You create the rupture that guarantees the opportunity dies. This is the final defense mechanism, the override. The second you feel the urge to detonate, pause. Don't act, don't text, don't decide. Give yourself 24 hours. Because that urge, it's not intuition, it's a program. And if you cannot act on it for 24 hours, it will pass. The urge to sabotage has a shelf life. Outlast it. But there's one more thing you need to know, and this is the most crucial part. Because even if you override the sabotage in the moment, if you don't do this next thing, it will come back stronger. Here's the final piece. Sabotage isn't just a program. It's a loyalty oath. Let me explain. Somewhere in your past, you made a subconscious decision. Maybe it was, success means abandoning my family. Or, if I'm happy, I'll lose connection. Or, being powerful means being alone. And that decision? It became a contract, a loyalty oath to the old identity. And every time you're about to break that contract, every time you're about to succeed beyond what that old identity allows, your system pulls you back. Not because it hates you, but because it's trying to keep you loyal to the family system, to the old story, to the version of you that once needed those limitations to survive. So the real question isn't, how do I stop sabotaging? The real question is, what am I staying loyal to by staying stuck? And until you answer that question, you'll keep destroying every opportunity that comes your way. Because you're not just fighting your nervous system, you're fighting an invisible contract you didn't even know you signed. So here's what you're going to do right now. I want you to answer 3 questions. Not later, right now. Question 1. What opportunity am I about to sabotage? Or what did I sabotage? Name it. Be honest. Question 2. What subconscious belief is keeping me loyal to the old version? If I succeed, I'll lose what? Connection, humility, safety, identity. Question 3. What's one action I can take in the next 24 hours that the new version of me would take, even though my nervous system is screaming not to? Comment your answers below. I don't care if it's messy. I don't care if you don't have it all figured out. Just name it. Because the moment you make the invisible visible, it loses power. And if this video just explained a pattern you've been living your entire life without understanding it, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Let me know if this landed. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this, where we decode the actual mechanics of why you stay stuck and how to break free. No fluff, no spiritual bypassing, just the truth. You're not broken. You're not cursed. You're just running a program. And now, you know how to override it. Stop sabotaging your future. Start becoming the version of you that your nervous system doesn't recognize yet. Let's collapse the old timeline. Together.